Let's head back to the voicemail of Truth and Reason. This one about the Browns' leadership from last season.
I just want to point out something that I thought I saw go on during the season. To me, it became glaringly obvious that whether it's from the coaches all the way down to the players, I don't think I saw any one thing in particular that stuck out to me that made me feel like the team had a clear leader, especially on the offense. We had some things from Myles Garrett, which was good, and that can probably move forward in the future. I don't want to say anything bad about anybody because regardless of what happens, I liked and still like everybody on the team. But again, we lacked leadership, especially on the offense.
Jeff, tell me if you sensed the same thing. Just something seemed like it just wasn't quite right from about week 6 or 7 on, maybe even week 5. And I couldn't figure out what it was, and I still haven't figured out what it was. And I don't know that we'll ever know because you weren't in the locker room. There wasn't the access that you get. Something just didn't seem right.
I would agree with that, and I don't know if attitude changed because of a lack of productivity of the offense or what, but it was clearly flat, at least productivity. Attitude, everything else. Was Odell the problem? Okay, then why didn't he get better when he left? It didn't really. They didn't score points. And so I don't know what it was, but they need to fix it, and they need to fix it this year. And if they don't, Dave, guys will not be here the following season.
Yeah.
If Kevin Stefanski wins Coach of the Year and makes the playoffs in his first year and doesn't last year, and they have a lesser record next year, I like Kevin. I don't want him going anywhere. I don't think he'd be around for a 4th year. The impatience that the organization has shown. Andrew Berry takes over John Dorsey's team, tweaks it, makes it better, and then they fall off the next year. If they fall off again, well, I don't think that those things should necessarily happen. I believe in continuity, and I think you have 2 really good guys here, and I think guys who know what they're doing. But we've also seen ownership that's been impatient over the years. So I think they have to make a step up this year, and if they don't, they're going to be issues. And part of that is an offense that everybody thought was loaded, which turned out to be an extremely underperforming unit. So that's a huge issue, and they have to figure it out. And David, they can put all the wide receivers out there that they want. If it turns out that it's the quarterback and they don't fix it this year or try to fix it, that could get them in trouble too.
Yeah. Again, the offense, it wasn't one thing. If it was one thing, it would have been fixed. Mm-hmm. It was multi-layered, and I don't know. It's concerning. So this
offensive line injuries didn't help either.
Correct, especially the you were playing with your 4th and 5th tackles for a couple of those games in the middle of the season.